So you say you're not creative, eh? You see posts on Instagram of some artwork or photography or a musician and you say, I could never do that. I don't have a creative bone in my body. Well, today I'm here to tell you I don't think that's true. Before I begin on this topic, I wanted to talk about why I even created this channel. There's been tons of other YouTubers that over the years I've been inspired by greatly, but this year, 2020, which has been a crazy year to say the least, I was most inspired by two YouTubers, Sean Tucker and Negative Feedback, aka George Muncie. Both of them are photographers. Both of them are YouTubers who are making videos very different than other people in their same category. And both of them are British. Just kidding. That's not really relevant at all. They just both happen to be British. Aside from some technical tutorials and advice from his own experiences, Sean Tucker makes some amazing thought pieces and even motivational type videos that are all about being a creative and not just equipment reviews or how to get more likes on Instagram. A lot of, if not most of his videos can be appreciated by creatives outside of just photographers. And then you have George on his channel, Negative Feedback, who goes into all things film photography, connecting with his subjects, telling their stories, all while just being himself and adding his own humor to it, but also doing documentary style videos of photographers who he really respects. If you're into film photography at all, I'm sure you have watched at least one of his videos at some point. And again, most of his content, just like Sean Tucker, can be enjoyed by creatives outside of photography. I even have a friend who's a writer and she watches his videos. So the reason why I bring them up is because of how they present themselves and the topics that they bring forward. I wanted to make videos on this channel that were more creative philosophy, kind of educational, maybe even provide some kind of inspiration to someone, or at least make you think, rather than gear reviews or talking about technical settings and numbers. All that stuff you can look up on YouTube anytime you want. There's tons of people that make reviews and setting videos. I felt like there wasn't enough people talking about what it's like to be a creative or talking to someone about being a creative. What it's like in the head of a creative. What it's like going through the emotions. I felt like there wasn't enough people like these guys saying just be yourself. Don't set these limits on yourself because someone else said this is the right way and the only way to do things. And I wanted to make videos like that with some added humor, of course. I wanted it to be authentic and just be me being me. I really didn't want to be like, hey guys, what's up guys? Hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and smash that bell icon so you never miss a video. Which if that's you, that's great, that's fine, but me doing that it would just feel really fake. And I know what some of you are thinking, well, actually Joseph, the most successful YouTubers and vloggers do those type of things and they got millions of subs and make tons of money and sponsors. You'll never make it on YouTube. If I can get even 1,000 people that subscribe to me purely because they enjoy the type of videos I create and not because I was yelling like and subscribe and forcing it down their throat and guilt tripping about it and clickbaiting, then I'm good. I'm happy. I'll die happy about it. I'm not doing this for money or fame. This is literally like therapy for me. Talking to you, reaching out to people that share similar interests and or humor to me, and making videos I would want to watch myself. And for one of my first of these types of videos, I wanted to reach people who maybe enjoyed creative work, but just second guess themselves about whether or not they can create something. Now I can't say that I've been in those exact same shoes, but I can say this. My wife and I have been married for the last 8 years, and 7 of those 8 years, she was exactly that type of person we're talking about here. She'd always say, man, I wish I could be creative. I wish I could be like that or like them. And then one day I got her a film camera, and all of a sudden she's a creative genius. And I think it was from Chase Jarvis where I heard this before, but the truth is, everyone can be creative. And no, not only because art is subjective and the value and respect of a piece can vary from person to person, and no, not like Bob Ross saying anyone can paint, but also because it really is there in everyone. But we've been so led to believe in our society that certain people are artists and certain people aren't. It really starts when you're young, like when you're in preschool or kindergarten. Everybody's making an art project, macaroni collages, right? One kid makes a really great one, and the teacher goes, "Wow, Tommy, you're so artistic." Nothing wrong with the teacher, nothing wrong with saying that, but in that moment, some of the rest of the class is like, "Wow, Tommy is the artist here. No matter what I create artistically, will never be as good as him. I'm not even creative." And then it's just ingrained in your mind, and you just automatically limit yourself creatively on what you think you can do. Are some people just born more creative? Well, of course, I believe everybody's got a different level of creativity. I don't think that means you're stuck with that forever. And honestly, all it takes is for you to go ahead and try. Find something you like, something that interests you, and try it out. Now, obviously, there's a difference between actually trying something out and just testing it out. For your first real try at creating, try to choose a subject that really matters to you. In my previous video, I talked about how I started photography by shooting cars. And, it was really easy for me to get into because I was interested in the subject. And it doesn't matter if your first try is bad. At least it's a subject you care about. So it keeps a certain value over time, even after you get better. I love looking back at old photos I took of my wife, for example, or even my first street photography attempts. And if you feel like you suck at it and can't help comparing yourself to others, that's totally fine. It's human nature to do that and keeps you working toward bettering yourself. Let's say you take a class and you feel like you still suck compared to your peers. That doesn't mean anything. Everybody's got their own learning pace, and everyone's hardest critic is always going to be themselves. So why is this even important to you? Why should you even try? You're this many years old and you know you're not creative. Well, if you're like me, in my late 20s, thinking, well, it's too late for me now. I don't want people judging me. They're gonna think I'm picking up a random hobby because I don't have my life together. I can't handle Jeremy making jokes on every single post I make. No one is going to take me seriously. If you're committed to it and you give it a serious try, totally serious, people will take you seriously, especially the more you do it and the more you show that you're doing it. And worrying about what people might think or say, well, let's just say, think about those people that are kind of just friends of yours on Facebook. You know the ones that get sucked into those pyramid schemes and end up having to Facebook message everyone on their friends list. At least you're not them, right? And even then, you don't really think that much less of those people, right? I mean, if you're nice, if you're a nice person. I mean, if you're mean, probably not. So maybe you're saying, oh, well, that doesn't apply to me. I'm much older than you, and I just know it's way too late for me. The thing is, no matter how old you are, we can't choose how long we have left here. I know that's kind of depressing to talk about, but hear me out. The person you are today doesn't have to be the person you are when you do go. You got the power this very second to decide to try something new, to choose to at least attempt to try that creative outlet you've always wanted to try. And if it doesn't work out, whatever. At least you tried and now you know. You can move on to the next thing you always wanted to try. The point is, don't let yourself stop you from doing something you want to try or even try to get back into. Just go try it for yourself. Be yourself. And always aim to be even better. Well, actually, Joseph. And smash that notification button.